What better day? What better way to start the morning? Well, this is rhyl. It's a lovely day here in rhyl today. Look at the beach, how clean it is. And then you've got the pink elephant in the room, the rhyl Sea Aquarium. Well, there's a lot of people ain't happy with Denbighshire County Council because of that. Because they was offered millions of pounds for it, but they'd rather knock it down, which is going to cost them at the end of the day. So they'd rather knock the Sea Aquarium down than take maybe millions of pounds for it, of a local caravan site owners wanted to buy it. The question is, can rhyl afford to be throwing the money away? Just saying about this place, just doing a documentary on rhyl, I'm not filming you. They was offered millions of pounds for this Sea Aquarium,
yeah,
and they refused to sell it.
yeah.
You know, to the Robin Hood caravan site.
Oh,
did you
right.
know that?
No, I never did.
Yeah, they'd rather knock it down, the council.
Is that what they did?
Knocking it down. It's cost them a good few million to knock it down.
So what's going in there? What's going there?
But it'll be another empty patch.
Really?
Yeah, and they've just been funded 200 million.
Yeah.
And they're going to spend it on a nature reserve, the full 200 million.
A nature reserve?
Yeah,
Oh,
they could do a bloody lot with that 200 million down there, couldn't they?
Here is a white elephant.
Do you mind being on camera?
Well, no, but this village is a white elephant. Everything they've
Exactly.
done. Everything they've done.
But it just seems like the normal people, we just don't get a say in it.
No
And
way.
the ones what are in charge of the purse, they're just buggering it up. They're just buggering the place up. We know it's got
They
its
are.
bad points, but
Who are
hasn't
these people?
every town.
Who are these
It's your
people?
MPs, it's your councillors, it's people like them.
But where do they come from? Who are they? They don't
A
know.
lot of them don't come from the town
They
in
don't.
some
They
places.
don't. They can't do.
And there's a lot of corruption going on, backhanders.
I've been here 50 years now, and I've seen a bloody great deal from 1979
I can believe it.
to now, and I've seen everything here. I mean, I know everything they've done is a disaster. This is the only thing now, is the sea defence, which has got to be done,
Yeah.
because we do get high tides in the winter, and we've had storms here, and so that's okay. But the rest of it, this is a seaside town. This should be for kids.
It should be. There should be something here. With 200 million, they could pop up maybe 6 things along the prom.
They could have a skating rink here.
I said that, skating ring.
A bloody skating or
Yeah.
even an ice skating, but they wouldn't do it.
And then there's the arena. They could put concerts on there now at this time of the year.
How often do they do that?
They don't.
Very rarely.
Well, I've spoke to a lot of people over the last week, and people seem to think that it's almost like it's been done on purpose because they've got the brains, they've got the money, and they can do something. People are saying, well, that arena, it's in good condition. You know, it's not worn out. They could put stuff on through the summer.
That's right.
And people, well, we know by past that it has packed out and sold out the tickets.
It has.
And it could generate an income to spend more money in rhyl.
Yeah.
But they don't want to do it, do they? It seems all up and down the country they're doing
Over
there.
there, they knock down the Queen's. Okay, look at that over there.
Yeah.
They'll never fill that up. The
No.
market. That's a joke.
Well, the backstory with that is they can't rent them out because the council's made them too expensive. And if people do rent them out, local people, and they have offered them to the predecessors who had market stalls in there, they say it's too expensive.
Yes, yeah.
They can't make a profit. So they've decided now, provisionally, it's not 100%, they're going to turn them into rent them out of storage units.
Oh, what a waste.
What
What a waste. I mean, they knocked three businesses down there.
Yeah,
There was a fish and chip place down there, very good.
I remember, yeah.
Reasonable price. There was. Why don't they put them here
Yeah.
on the beach? That's where they need them.
They've only got to copy and paste other places. Look at Landog now, they've got a lovely pair there.
Absolutely.
They could probably do a smaller version for 200 million.
Easy.
They could.
Yeah.
and then the money what they generate off that and the arena, they could put it back onto the prom and do different
But
things.
why don't they do that if they've got the brains? I don't think so.
Well, I think that there's a possibility that they might be doing it on purpose, and a lot of people think that.
But why? What's the reason to do it? Do they want to knock this place down flat or something?
I don't know. A lot of people think that the country's built on debt, and they've come to the end of that debt where they can't even afford to pay the interest rates properly, so they're getting in more in debt. And if you go and look at the Bank of England, it does make sense. They are struggling to pay the interest rates on the debts. We're in more debt now than we was at the end of World War One and World War Two.
Well,
And it's all because of COVID.
no.
That's what they reckon. We've spent so much, the government borrowed so much and spent so much. A lot of people wasn't working, and then them families needed feeding, you know, the furlough scheme.
Yeah.
And this is what's done it. And the other thing is all the businesses what kept being open and shut down, and they was told that they had to get all the carpets out, all the soft furnishing for the seats because of the virus. We need plastic seats, floors what can be mopped, so the virus can't hide and breed in the carpets and the fabrics. And that's what they all done. Then they got shut down again, and they lost the businesses. And this is why all these town centres up and down the UK are all shut down. That is the top and bottom of the truth, really. COVID has absolutely wrecked this country and many other countries, and the response was too aggressive for a virus, wasn't as aggressive as we thought it was. We know now it wasn't that aggressive. It was aggressive to the people who had autoimmune problems and stuff like that, but we know now it is official. It's not as bad as what, but people say we had no choice. We had to respond so aggressive and shut down.
They're still giving millions away, aren't they?
Yeah, and then we've got the illegals coming in.
And they're knocking the economy down to nothing. I mean, my
I agree.
I'm £200 a month I'm paying on council rates. I can't afford that. I'm struggling.
No.
You get a pension. They've whacked it up. They've taken the heating allowance away to give to these people.
Crazy, isn't it?
We are suffering because of these illegal. See, they are breaking the law.
By coming here. No, they shouldn't be here.
Illegal to come here. If you try and get to their country,
no, you wouldn't be allowed then.
shoot you before you got.
Yeah, especially if you went to Poland.
What? No, the Poland's got the idea. They got the army patrolling the borders because they're landlocked, so they can stop it.
Well, I don't know what we're going to do, but this government's not going to do anything. Reform ain't going to do nothing. All they said, well, they'll stop the boats, but they won't deport them.
Well, I thought they were going to get an MP for deportation.
Well, there's nobody really wants to do it. Nigel Farage has said that he doesn't want to do it. He's willing to stop the boats, but he's not willing to deport.
We've got to deport. Because what they're going to do, they're all young men, they're all of age, of military age.
Exactly.
What they're doing here, that gets me a bit suspicious.
Well, it's quite obvious now. We're a bit late in the day to sort of say, well, it might be, it might not be, or it could be. It's pretty much looking at, the way that you might be incinerating. Not saying you are saying that, but if people know what we're on about, they'll pick up on it very, very quick without saying it.
As far as I can see, there's a hidden agenda.
Yeah.
There's certain people here living all over this country. I'm talking about foreigners who've got big brains.
Yeah.
That are enticing this.
Well, did you know Hamas has just moved to the UK?
Well, yeah. Well, nothing surprises me.
Yeah.
And it's Hamas now want to destroy us.
Yeah.
And they're going to do it.
Well, 3 years ago, we was told it was a conspiracy theory that they was going to put generals and commanders up and down the UK country.
Have they really got more?
It seems now it's coming out 3 years later that head of terrorist organisations are being moved to here. And what the government doing? Nothing.
But I tell you what, it'll be too late, and when they start slaughtering us, then what are they going to do then?
Well, how blatant does it have to get?
Well, they have to get like that because they will do that. Because these people are medieval.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all they know. That's all they know how to kill. They're born to kill.
Yeah.
They're bred. They train.
I agree.
They do, and they know nothing else. They just slaughter people. If you're not one of them, you're an infidel.
Yeah.
You're going to be done in.
I mean, they're not all like that. There is a percentage where they are genuine refugees,
Yeah,
but it's not as much as the other side.
Hamas,
Yes, I agree. Yeah.
the Ayatollahs, the...
I just I have to clarify that for the video, you know, so they don't say you're racist or anything. I know you're not,
No,
but
I'm
as
not
long as we clarify it, they can't say it then, can they?
No way.
No, I know you're not.
Any person of any description, but I know these people worry me. Because what they've done to the Israelis, and the Israelis didn't deserve what they've done.
No.
They've slaughtered them, children, women, and they've captured lots, and they've still gone. What country in the world has ever taken hostages in a war? Prisoner of war. You don't have hostages, human, non-combatant people hidden away, and they're murdered whenever.
It's a terrible thing to bring your kids up in. I mean, at some point we How you doing, mate? You okay? Take care, mate. And you.
Where